So LeBron James just announced his last ever free agency signing of his entire career, and it's to the 76ers. But what no one's talking about is how scary their entire roster looks, not just the starting five. Turned down some very intriguing offers from the Cavaliers, from the Golden State Warriors, joining up with Steph Curry. And what we're missing is how well constructed the 76ers roster is compared to all those other options. So let's just take you through some of the moves that they've made this offseason and exactly why he's chosen the 76ers. The thing that we're not going to get away from is the big Jaylen Brown trade. So let's just mark on that for a second. Paul George going to the Boston Celtics for Jaylen Brown and 2 second-round picks for the Boston Celtics in the process. It's a big trade in a couple of reasons. Not only are you getting the former Finals MVP back, the main thing for the Sixers here is Jaylen Brown last season had about 36% usage rate, and that was because Jason Tatum was out. He wasn't touching the ball because he was injured, and the responsibility fell on Brown's shoulders, and that's why he picked up so much load in terms of the offense. But nonetheless, I don't see Jaylen Brown playing a very good role off the ball. He's not a great cutter. He's not a revolutionary catch and shoot shooter. Jaylen Brown, I think, excels when he is playing isolation or getting sets ran for him, going down and picking up the mid-ranges and picking up the easy layups and getting his impact that way. So you have this already very ball-dominant guard in Jaylen Brown. Well, forward if you want to call him a forward, and he likes to take up this middle of the floor that Joel Embiid also likes to operate in. How many times have you seen him just park himself at that free throw line and just get teams to pick their poison from there? I don't see Jaylen Brown standing in the corner while Embiid does that. So I think what the 76ers are trying to do is sign a variety of role players in the offseason that can pick up those spots and rotate so that Joel Embiid and Jaylen Brown don't actually share the floor very, very much. In terms of Maxey and VJ, they've actually shown that they can play off the ball with excellent catch and shoot and really, really quick decision making. When Jaylen Brown is driving in, let's say, kicks out to Maxey, he's shown that he can make split-second decisions to kill a team for not looking at him all the time. And I think that's going to be a really, really interesting dynamic as we go through in the season. So the mark on that, I think, is Jaylen Brown is gonna be impactful for the 76ers, but just how impactful when combined with LeBron James and Joel Embiid, it's something we'll have to see throughout the season. But what I do know are going to be really positive impacts is going to be Dean Wade signing from the Cleveland Cavaliers, interestingly enough, 38% in the playoffs from 3, and he's solid. He might not play as much as he did for the Cavs, not the 20 minutes a game that he was logging for them, and actually he wasn't very, very impactful in those 20 minutes, but I know he is a really solid defender. I remember watching him in the playoffs stonewall some guards, and he is very, very solid as that person to stick in the corner while Jaylen Brown or Embiid or LeBron or any of those players do their thing. And he is going to be a solid contributor to the 76ers, a really nice pickup there. And then you're looking at Anthony Simons, a very, very almost spectacular last season from him, 38% from 3 in the regular season, and he shoots a lot of difficult three-pointers.
Here's Anthony Simons, good show by Bryant. Shot clock at 10. Simons with the sidestep 3, got it.
That's what he does, folks.
And at 27, he's a dynamic scorer, going right into his prime. I think absolutely excellent pickup from the 76ers there. Defensively, Simons isn't world-beating, but I don't think you need him to be when you have other players like a very interesting one, LeBron Philon from Alabama, they drafted this year, named as one of the best scorers in the entire draft. And I watched his summer league clips, as you see on the screen here. Actually, that boy cold. I think his three's a little slow sometimes. I think he's got to speed that up, but I think he's going to be just one of those spark plugs that you have off the bench. He reminds me almost of what Rob Dillingham was supposed to be for the Timberwolves. One of those players that you can stick on and they immediately just bring energy to the game. reminds me of like a Mike Conley in his prime, where he's just really excellent at that pick and roll situation. He can pull up in the mid-range and just kill teams from there, and gives him a different problem to deal with when, let's say, LeBron, Maxey and VJ are off the floor. So really, really exciting. And he said he could beat James Harden in a 1v1.
You and Harden, game 1v1, who's winning?
Me, he got no D. Come on now, stop all that playing. He got no D, but he might cook me though.
I mean, if you're confident like that, I think he can beat James Harden in a 1v1 too. To be fair, I think that's where LeBron signed there. If you take all of that and compare it to the Cleveland Cavaliers roster, I don't mind watching the Cleveland Cavaliers because they got some really exciting bench players at times. Dean Wade was fun to watch sometimes, but you know, you've got players like Tomlin, who was really, really good defensively for them. But I think LeBron and his team took a look at that, you know, 6 to 8 range of players and compared it to what the Sixers have been doing in the offseason and the moves that they have been making. And I don't think it was, in the end, too difficult of a decision for him to make. He said he wanted to compete, to win, and I'll bet you money he also wants to rest. And going to a team like the 76ers means that, you know, while Adam Silver might not like it, he can take the games off and just sit on the bench for a couple, when for maybe the Lakers or even the Cavaliers, he can't afford to do that because the quality of the players behind him just were not where he wanted them to be. The usage is going to remain a problem, and obviously last year the 76ers were the 7th seed, beat out the 2nd seed Boston Celtics in a very impressive 7-game series. And in that series, I think you can see reasons why LeBron really, really trusts the process. You know, you got Maxey and VJ playing the hell out of the ball, to be honest. They were absolutely electric. And for him as an older man now, he is a slightly older man now. He wants those energy players on the floor. That makes it easier for him, so that LeBron can just park himself maybe in that mid post and play make, which is one of his best qualities going forward at his age. He's not as explosive as he used to be, but he doesn't need to be when he's got all that athleticism around him. Shout out to Justin Edwards. He was cold last season. There are a couple games that off the bench, bang, bang, 3 threes. His form looks good. So, yeah, really exciting stuff. Hope you guys like this video. And I think, last thing, yes, they lost to the Knicks in 4, but it's the East. Is it the East? Sixers are in the East, right? A significantly easier conference than the bloody Spurs and Thunder. And I think LeBron's mentality is, even if the Knicks are on their side of the bracket, he'll take their chances that they're a top seed this season and they'll meet the Knicks late on and they progress. And once you get there, if they can get past the Knicks, then they're pretty much through to the finals. And once you get to the finals, well, who knows? You know, OKC are good, Spurs are good, but who knows that the Knicks were able to take it this season. And LeBron would think he might just be able to as well. Thank you guys for watching my first ever video. Obviously, I've loved basketball all my life, so really excited to start making videos like this. And first video on a new channel. Thank you for watching if you did watch the video, and comment below what you think of the move. I didn't think he was going to go to the Sixers. I really wanted him to go to the Warriors, to be honest, because I think that would have been such a hell of a fun time watching him with Al Horford and Stephen Curry and Draymond Green. But alas, well, still excited for the season ahead and plenty more videos ahead, hopefully. All right, bye-bye.